Who the fuck you think you're fucking with? I'm the fucking boss. 745, white on white, that's fucking Ross. I cut them wide, I cut them long, I cut them fat. What? I keep them coming back. What? We keep them coming back. My niggas really back.
Hey, what's up, man?
Haha, Jason, hold on a second here, man. Ha. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I had Every Day I'm Hustling on there. Had to get the energy up, man. Every day I'm hustling. How you feeling?
Copy, man. Secret.
How you feeling, brother?
Doing good, man. How about you?
Yeah, I saw that video. You didn't look too good, man. You look like you bounced back pretty good.
Yeah, it's you know, it's just a lot of rest.
Good, good, good. Well, thank you so much, man, for coming on and doing this, you know, this Skype with me and taking the time out of your day. It's kind of like hectic for both of us, it seems.
Right.
So, so tell me, man. I mean, I found you on Non-Job. Okay. I mean, we're both obviously Elliot Hall's fans. You know, the man did some amazing transformation, which is what inspired me. You know, to see that just 6 years ago, whatever I was doing, he was doing, and then 6 years later, look at what, you know, look at how our lives have transformed, just with a little bit of focus, some attention, and, you know, coming from your heart. And that's what I like about your videos, man. I mean, you straight up come from the heart. So, you know, just want to say thanks for coming on, man.
All right, hey, no problem, man.
Cool, cool. So what's new? What's going on with you? I noticed you have some compilations of music or something that you do.
Oh man, I'm a man of all trades.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah, talk about a little bit about that, because I'd love to know. You got like a boatload of videos, man, and we could go through all of that. I got all, you know, you got playlist after playlist. You've been doing this for a while. Maybe just say how long you've been doing this.
I mean, I created my YouTube channels back in 2008 or 9. I think it's a little bit, a lot further than that. I think maybe even 2007.
Okay.
But I think I haven't started consistently adding videos until 2011. I think 11. That's when I started like posting videos little by little, and then it just went out of control and just continued just to throw out video and original content out there.
Brother, you are consistent as all get out. What was it that inspired you to say, you know what, man, I'm going to do this thing? Was it Elliot Hulse? Did he do it? What was it that inspired you?
Shoot, believe it or not, it wasn't even Elliot Hulse. The ones that actually got me like spontaneously throwing out videos, believe it or not, it's the Hodge twins, man.
No shit. All right.
Yeah. And it was kind of weird, because at the time where the Hodge twins were getting fired from their jobs, were doing YouTube, apparently cussing was a big deal to some companies, but I was going through a transition at the time where my training with Special Forces at the time was coming to a halt because they were breaking down the program. Okay. And yeah, they didn't have any more funding for that training anymore, so I was coming out of that transition. And so, you know, and when you're training with a bunch of fucking, you know, big elites, right, all they do is cuss. They cuss every freaking 3 seconds. And then you're coming back into the civilian world, and you're like, hey, what's up, motherfuckers?
A little bit of a paradigm shift, huh?
Yeah, you know, people are looking at me like I'm the crazy one. So, I mean, at the time, you know, I was transitioning back into the civilian life, and we were working on different jobs, and I couldn't find an outlet. You know, I couldn't find an outlet, and I was watching the Hodge twins at one point, and they broke the news, and it's like, hey, we just got fired from our job. Now we're just gonna concentrate on YouTube. And watching them, you know, because they're prior military as well, so I can kind of pretty much relate to them, you know. And a lot of people say they cuss a lot, but holy shit, man, wait until you join the military. It's cuss central, man. I feel like that's where cussing originated.
But if you don't know how to swear, you can't hang out, right? Is that how it is?
Yeah, right. Yeah, pretty much. You're not part of the clique, and I needed an outlet. You know, I needed an outlet where I needed to be me. You know, it's so hard because in society you have to play a role. That's the rule. You have to play society's role. You know, majority of, you know, the more successful, the more sane people in today's society, they're very well mannered. They don't like to curse. They professional 24/7. That's who they are, and that's what they're about. And well, me, I still have that. Hey, I'm a motherfucking soldier. And guess what? We curse. That's what we do. And
it's a different way of expressing emotion. It really is. And the people that are constrained, I'll be honest with you, man. I don't hang out with people that don't swear. They freak me out. All right. If you don't swear a little, you relax a little damn bit, and just curse a little bit. To me, it's just like you're not allowing a connection to happen.
Exactly. So I needed that outlet where I can just be me and just curse on camera. That's kind of like the worst place to fucking curse is on camera.
I gotta get it out of me, man, and let the world know.
Let the world know that you're a cursing motherfucker, right?
That's awesome, man. So you were in the military for how long then?
Well, I got out of active duty around 2010. Been a reservist right after then, like pretty much 2011 and on and so forth. Right at this 2015. So I've been like 4 years straight reservist, non-active duty orders, nothing like that.
Okay. So 2011, you decided to crank it out. You said Hodge Twins can do it, I can do it. And then what did you decide? I mean, was it challenging for you to come up with something to do? Right? Because it doesn't look like you had much problem talking to the camera in the beginning at all.
Actually, I was very camera shy. And I did tricks to look at the camera, but not to look at the camera. The trick is don't look at the lens. Look to the left of the lens.
Okay. Ha. All right. Kind of like this trick, right here. Man. You don't know if I'm looking at you.
Don't look at the lens. Look to the left of the camera.
All right. All right.
And then with time, you get comfortable with the camera. It's you start building relationship with the camera. It's kind of weird. It's like it's like you're talking to a mute friend. Okay. It's like Jay and Silent Bob, right? You know, Jay does all the talking. Bob's like, what the fuck, whatever, you know?
Right.
And it's pretty much what you think is gonna go right on the camera. It never goes right on the camera. So it's like pretty much like your silent friend just looking at you like, what the fuck?
I see what you're saying, yeah, because initially when I started doing videos, the whole time in my brain, I was thinking, there's a camera there, I got to talk to the camera there. And after a while now, what I'm noticing is that it's like, okay, this is my megaphone. This is my thing that if I talk into it, everybody's going to see it, so I'm just going to say my thing, and it's going to see me, and I'm going to be animated. That's how I am. Whereas before, I would sit in my chair, and I would read these taped things around the damn... trying to read this shit, and then, you know, it's like, okay, you got to start somewhere, and I always tell people, man, it's going to suck at first. Just do it. Just do it. You don't have to upload it. Just do it.
Yeah, I freestyle. No, don't get me wrong, man. I like people who script. I mean, you got some people who has talent for each department. I mean, you got guys who can script and can script really well, like to the point where you didn't think they scripted, you know? And I admire those people because those guys, you know, they prep, they practice, they're the people who's going to stay successful whatever they do. And then there you got guys who are talented in freestyling where it just comes so natural that you think it's scripted. And then you got people who can do both, you know, but you got to find what works for you, though.
You got to try, and you got to keep trying and stretching yourself. I think learning how to be a storyteller is really important. You know, Elliot is really good at that. Hodge Twins are amazing at bouncing each other off the story. I mean, everybody's got their thing. You're amazing at allowing, to me, when I watch your videos, at least now, what I've noticed is that you are truly coming from a place where you want to serve. You can tell. You can just tell by the way you're talking to the camera that you want to serve, and that's genuine. I'm still trying to find my voice, and there are many, you know, videos that I just didn't upload because it didn't come from a genuine place. I just didn't feel it. So do you find that it's a lot easier now being genuine because of the feedback you're getting?
You know, I was told this once, you know, there's 3 kinds of people in this world. You know, you got the sheep, You got the wolves, and then you got the sheepdog. You know, majority of the people are the fucking sheeps, and there's those wolves that are out there to fucking eat those sheeps, and then you ask there's a rare few people in occasions that steps out of those two categories, and then you're the sheepdog that protects the sheep from the wolves. And once you find your purpose in life, you start to see like things happen for the things that happen for a reason. Here's a good instance. Growing up, I was really misguided. Everything that's bad about what you can be, like being a gang member, drug dealer, etc. I was really misguided. Apparently, I had unlimited amount of potential to be a really successful person, right? But somewhere along the line, I drifted to the right, and some people, the really bad people picked me up. They realized my potential, and they started, hey, I'm gonna teach this guy how to be fucking badass,
Okay.
And I'm gonna teach him everything that's bad about life. I'm gonna just teach him how to steal, lie, cheat, deal, sell. And when I got, when I entered the military, those guys kind of pulled me back. It was a really hard transition at the time, but they kind of pulled me back and mentored me into pretty much who I am today.
They had to uncondition you. You had to unlearn what you just learned.
Exactly. So they taught me everything that was right and to a standard, and then they unlocked a very special potential to take care of people, to train people, to give them unconditional, intention, because the thing is, a lot of people only like to focus on themselves, and it's really, it's not a bad thing, but a lot of people tend to focus on themselves so much that they kind of have tunnel vision. They don't want to see what's on their right, on their left. They see a guy who's struggling on the right, to say, you know what, I'm struggling too, so why should I help him? That some people have that mentality. So, in my opinion, it's if you can help everybody to, at the same time, there'll be a lot less problems and a lot less issues. So when I hop on my YouTube channel to help people become stronger, the strongest version of themselves, essentially it's not just because of what Elliot Hull said or his philosophy is. Essentially, it's my own philosophy just to help people because, this is all we got. I mean, we're not going to get an outside source from outer space to come in and, hey, I'm going to help you, Dude, you only got like so many years. I don't know when you're going to die.
Right.
But while you're alive, this is all we have,
Yeah.
And if we stop helping each other, we're regressing. We're not progressing. We're regressing, and that's not an honorable trait to me.
It's not, man. And you know what, dude? It starts with the tiniest thing, too. You're talking about these things, and that's great. It's like, be cool to other people, and that means, like, for example, I made an example where when I go to the grocery store and I get the cart, you know how that thing's all fucked up in the middle of the damn parking lot? It's all fucked up in the middle of the parking lot. Nobody can park in that one spot. Put the cart back, pull the bitch back in line. It takes 2 seconds. And somebody's going to appreciate that, man. That's going to come back eventually in some form or another. Just keep doing cool shit like that. If something's in the middle of the road when you're driving, pull over and pull it aside, man. Stuff like that. I show my kids this shit all the time. And at first, we're a little taken back by the fact that I would stop in the middle of the road when I see somebody's garbage can got blown out there. Yes, this is what you do. This is called helping your neighbor. It's called being cool.
Yeah.
It's the little things, and they all add up. When you go to a bathroom somewhere and it's all fucked up, clean it real quick. Just because it's not yours don't matter. You were in there, right? Make it better than you found it. If you can make it better than you found it, you're doing your part.
Yeah, and that's people don't understand how karma works. I mean, it works in such a weird way. When karma comes, it comes like in tenfolds. I remember, like for Christmas, this recent Christmas, right? I got a lot of gifts, from the military. The military tends to take care of me very well, but I got a lot of gifts. too many gifts, if anything. It was so much gifts, I didn't even know, the kids didn't even know what to do with it.
Wow.
You know, they were like overwhelmed, and they just went dumb. You
That's
know,
awesome.
like, holy shit.
That's awesome.
So, but how I attained those gifts was there was a soldier who I met, you know, I worked previously in active duty with, and I treated this person very kind, very respectful. We were really good friends, you know. One day I meet this person, this soldier again, and the soldier's telling me, hey, this is what's going on. You know, we can get you these gifts if, you know, just fill out this paperwork, right? And I fill it out, and I turn it in, right? You know, to me, if I would have pissed off that soldier 4 years ago, you know, I promise you they would never give me that paperwork.
Right. Exactly right. It's the littlest thing, isn't it? Isn't that amazing how that transpired into such an amazing, like, oh my God. I can't believe this happened. I mean, I've had one of those moments, man. I had a moment where there was a time about 2 years ago, my water heater downstairs was taking a crap, okay? It was taking a crap, so what I had to do is I had to drain the bitch. All right, I had to attach a hose, drain the bitch, let the bitch fill back up again so it would kind of kick back in. Did that for 6 months, right? So out of the blue, this piece of paper came in the mail. It looked like one of them copies of a copy, so you look at it and it's like, oh, I'm going to toss this. It's garbage. But I'm like, I'm going to call this number because it said, hey, maybe you might be able to, you know, if it's the energy of where I live, maybe you can come in the house and check you out and see if you can, you know, fix your windows or whatever the hell, you know. I'm like, what the hell? Have somebody look at it. They came here. Not only did they do all that, but they replaced my water heater and they replaced my furnace. It cost me nothing. Out of the blue. Dude, that's a beautiful thing. That's the universe unfolding itself, saying, okay, we got your back, Bobby. Focus on what you got to do. You know, and I was so appreciative. And that's exactly right. And you have to be, you know, my friend doesn't understand that it's okay to accept it and feel worthy of it and say, yep, that's right. The universe has got my back. And not just fake it, not just say, and I tell her, you deserve all of it. You got to start deserving it because otherwise they ain't going to come.
Yeah, you're right, man. So, you know, essentially, you got to find out who you really are. I mean, it's kind of hard to help people, but at the same time, if you don't know how to help yourself, you know, I mean, only, like I said, like, not so many people know how to help themselves. So that's why, you know, I hop on these videos. It's so genuine. It's just because I know how to help myself. You know, I mean, I've always been an adventurer. You know, when people have their titles in life, what's your title? Plumber, carpenter. My title is adventurer. Nice. I know how to adventure. That's awesome. You know, I know how to go over here and start fucking. The minute you drop me off, I'm out there fucking just scouting. You know, that's my thing. I'm an adventurer. When I left my hometown in Arkansas to come to California, I only had $56, man.
Nice. That had to be exciting.
Oh yeah, man. Guess what, man? That $56 had to last me for the whole month, and I'm telling you, it was not the funnest thing in the world.
You made magic happen, though, didn't you?
Oh yeah, man. Made magic happen, and that's where you have to learn how to be. I mean, you only got two paths. You know, you learn how to fuck people over. Right. You know, get what you want, you can fuck people over, or do it the hard way.
And that's including mom and dad, man. That's including mom and dad. You know, you try and get what you want because you want it. You don't give a shit about them. Yep, you're right.
Exactly. So, you know, coming to California, you have to learn real quick. I mean, I don't say California. I say anywhere you go. But came to California, I couldn't treat people like shit. Oh, fuck you. Or you know, you work hard, you know, be consistent, and treat people really good. Help people when you can. And guess what, man? All good things will happen.
Right, without an entitlement mentality. See, some people say, oh, that's awesome stuff, man. I think that's a great idea. I'm going to go out and do that. And then they go, where's my shit? Where is it? No. It don't work like that, man. And I bet you had to find, you found out very quickly, giving is the best way to receive.
Exactly. Sometimes you have to give a little bit more just to even get anything, but...
You should be loving to give. You should be loving to give, so it wouldn't matter.
Yeah, well, what you get out of it may not be money, but I say when I first lived in California, I say my first 2 years I didn't pay rent, but that's better than nothing.
Hell yeah.
So I mean, even though I didn't pay rent, but I did help, you know. So essentially, later down the line, the guy who helped me come out of California, right? Yeah, he didn't charge me for rent, but down the line, the role switched where I was helping him with his bills. So, I mean, it came back, and it was, you know, when I could help with that situation, we both benefited. So I would say that, you know, sometimes when you do get your karma, I mean, you'll get it tenfold.
Yeah, you get it tenfold. Just appreciate it and keep on giving. That's what I say. See, I stopped. You know, I'll be honest with you, man. I'm not really into Christmas and stuff. I'm 47 years old, man. Okay, I've had a lot of indoctrination into the belief systems of what's important and what's not important. Okay, I now see. I can truly see the hypocrisy of what it was that I was being told for the benefit of the machine. The machine. It's the monetary reality we live in. It's a machine. So now, at this place, I can actually see, at this age, you're what, 20? 22?
I'm 30.
Get the hell out of here. Oh my God. I hope man, you're going to look awesome when you're my age. you're going to look real good. But anyway, well, I'm so damn, man. I didn't even know you were 30 years old. You look real good, brother. I'm just saying. Pass for a 21-year-old any day of the week. I'm just saying.
That's what exercise do for you. That's what exercise do for you.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will. Did you ever find you were? I went on a rant, but I'm gonna go off. Did you ever find yourself out of shape?
When I used to smoke and drink and being an alcoholic, yeah, that's
really?
The worst health condition I ever been in. I had really mild ulcers. You know, it was to the point where I was bleeding out of my ass. I'm not gonna lie.
Wow. You were killing yourself.
Yeah, I was there, man. PTSD coming out from war wasn't my cup of tea. It took me almost 3 to 4 years to come out of PTSD, man.
Oh wow, wow. You know, I'll be honest with you. I was married, and it took me about the same time to get back to where I was normal again. I'm not trying to say that both are the same. I'm not saying though, but stress is stress. Stress is stress, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like, what you had to go through, I can't even fathom, brother.